Hi everyone, welcome to Jawaras. In this video, we will continue working on our previous project. In the previous video, we have converted Maven project to Spring project using Spring Boot. And we are also using Spring Data JPA. So we don't need to write SQL query for each and every database operation. But we can write query whenever it is required. Now in this video, we will continue working on this project and convert it from console application to a web application. Currently, if you see, it's a console application. Everything happens in console and then our application exits. We cannot interact with the application from web browser or using API requests. But now we need to convert this project to a web app so that we should be able to send request to our application and we should be able to get response back. Now to do that, I will go to Spring Initializer website and create a new Spring Boot project. By the way, you can find all the source code in this GitHub repository. I will paste the link of this repository in the description. So go to start.spring.io. Here I will select Maven as build system and Java as language. Spring Boot version will be 3.1.0. For the group, I will specify dev.javaras artifact. Instead of dev3, let's specify dev4 product service. So name will be dev4 product service. Let's give it some other name. Product service application. Product service application for dev4. And this will be the package name. Packaging will be jar and we are using version 17 of Java. Now, as you have already seen in the previous video, we added two dependencies. PostgreSQL Driver, because we need to connect to Postgres database, and Spring Data JPA, because we don't want to write each and every query. We want to take advantage of ORM. Now since we need to convert our console application to web application, we need another dependency, which is Spring Web. So let's add web dependency. So we need these three dependency. Let's click on generate. This is our terminal. Currently we are in the day4 folder and I want to move the downloaded zip file from downloads to this folder. I will just say mv downloads day4 product service.zip, move it here and let's unzip it. Unzip. Now we can remove this zip file. Okay, now we will open this day4 product service folder in IDE. So we are using IntelliJ IDEA. You can use any IDE you want. IntelliJ IDEA file open. day4 product service and open. Trust this. I want to open it in new window because later we will copy some files from day3 product service to day4 product service. Now this IDE will download some Maven dependencies and it will take some time. So Maven has downloaded all the dependencies. We can start working on our application. Go to src main java and let's copy these three repositories. From day3 project to day4 project. I will paste them here. Now let's go to model. So there is no error. Go to repository There are some errors because it will be day 4 instead of day 3, and now there are no errors. Go to service, there are some errors, change it to day 4, day 4, and now there are no errors. And copy the code of this product service application as well from okay. But we need to import product service and this product class. We also need to add configuration in application.properties file. I will copy these and them here. Yeah. Now from the previous video we started Postgres database, so it's already running. So you can see here I am in PG admin, and if I do select start from product, I get all these 19 products. So we have total 19 products in our database. Let's try running all these queries. For now, we won't add any product. Run this service. Yeah, and you can see it's working fine. We have total 15 products with expired warranty. 9 products have drawer in their name, type, or location. 9 products are placed on brown table, and this is MacBook charger, and these are total products, which are 19. Okay, that being said, now let's convert this console application into web application. So I will go ahead and close this day 3 project. We don't need that. Yeah. Now, so basically we need a class which will tell Spring to map any incoming request to methods. So for that we need something called controller. So let's create a controller class, new Java class, and this class will be inside controller package. So I will put here controller dot product controller, and to tell Spring that this is a REST controller, because we will be sending REST request. So this would be a REST controller. We need to annotate it with REST controller annotation. So by denoting it, we can tell Spring that read all the methods and corresponding mappings and map those requests to the given methods. Let's see that in action. First of all, let's try fetching all the products. So the request for fetching all the products will be like this. It will be a get request, because if we want to only fetch something, we don't want to modify something in database, then it's a get request. So that method will be get, and the URL will be like this: localhost 8080, let's say products. If you don't specify anything after products, then it will get all the products. Let's do that. Create a method. Since we need multiple products, so it will be list of products. List of product. Get all. So we have created a method called getAll, which will return list of product, and we want this method to return all the products which are in the database. And to get all the products, we can use product service. So let's declare a variable of product service here, not service application, product service. Product service service. And we don't want to create this object by ourselves. We want to get a bean from Spring. So we can use auto add annotation here. And since our product service is annotated with @component, so for the readability purpose, let's annotate it with @service annotation. There is no difference between component and service annotation. It's just that whenever someone wants to read our code, they can understand that this class contains business rules. So let's go to product controller. So yeah, so since it's annotated with service annotation, Spring will automatically create an instance of product service, and it will pass that instance to auto void fields. So our service will have that bean. Now we can call get all products method of service dot get all products and return that. Okay, but let's run the application here and copy everything here. Copy we don't want to print anything on the console. Run the application. You can see started product service application, and Tomcat started on port 8080. We can go to browser and open this URL 8080. We can see we have this page white level error page, and let's send the request products to get all the products. Now this request should return all the products, but it's not returning anything because we have not specified that when should we call this function. So we should call this function whenever we get request like this. That means get request with products path. So let's define it here. Since it's a get request, we use a notation get mapping, and we provide path here, which is products. We don't need to provide this slash here. So it's just get mapping products. We run it again. Now that means that whenever we get a request for products, we will run this method and we will return list of products which we get from service.getAllProduct method. There and run again. We can see we got all the products here. Okay, that was for getting all the products. Now we remove from here. Now let's see how to get a product by its name. Again, go to product controller, create a method, public. We want to return only one product. We can say product get by name. Okay, get by name, and we can call product service to get the product. So return service dot get product by name, but we need a name here. Let's So where will we get this name from? So the request to get a product by name will be something like that. Get host 8080 products, and here will be product name. For example, MacBook Pro. This is a one product, and another could be like this. So MacBook Pro, let's say keyboard. So in this case, the product name is MacBook Pro. In this case, the product name is keyboard. So you can see this part of this path is a variable. So that's why we call it path variable. And to denote that, since it's a get mapping, to denote that we use curly braces. The request will be products and we use curly parentheses to denote that this is a variable and we can give it any name. Let's say product name. Product name. And now we want to use this product name in our Java code. So for that, in this method, we use path variable. And here we will say product name. Now what do we want to call this in our Java code? Let's call it name. So its type is string name. Now what's happening here is that whenever we see any request with products slash slash and then any string, we will, or Spring framework will know that the string after product slash is product name and it will match with this path variable with the value this product name. So these two are matching, this product name and this product name. That means whatever string is there, that will be assigned to this variable name. Okay, and then we will pass this name to service.getProductByName method and we will get a product. Let's see that in action. Rerun the application. Go here and products Pro. We don't get anything because here R is capital and PostgreSQL and does case sensitive match. If we say MacBook Pro, we got the response. MacBook Pro, its type is laptop, location is bedroom. Now let's search for another product which is drawer keys. Drawer keys, we can say drawer keys are located on brown table. That's for get product by name. It's done. Let's get all the products by location. Okay. So you might already guessed it. We can say get localhost 8080 products and then here can be location like round table or something, but this won't work because we already have this mapping here. So this will match with this mapping because after products we have brown table, but Spring doesn't know whether it is a location or it's a name. So it will match this with this mapping or we will get compile time error, that because both of these two mappings are same. So to tackle that issue, we use something called query parameters. That means we will use this mapping only, but after that we will put a question mark and then we can say like location equals to table. So this is one query parameter where key is location and value is brown table. We can add another query parameter and we need to separate them with this and sign and let's say type equal laptop. So we can use these query parameters, but the request mapping should be this only products, and we already have this request mapping called products, right? So in here only. Now how do we access these query parameters? So basically query parameters are stored in a map. For example, if we have another get request here, localhost 8080 products and location equal to drawer. Then the request map will have these key value pairs where key will be location, value will be first drawer. So the key is location, value is first drawer. In this case as well, we have a map, but it won't have any key. So this will be an empty map. Now, how to access that? We can just say at the rate request parameters. So these are called query parameters or request parameters, and it will be a map string string. Let's say query parameters. Now, how do we know whether we are sending this request or this request? It's very simple. We just get the value of location from these query parameters. If it's null, that means we have this request. If it has some value, that means we have this request. Let's do that and say string location will be query parameters dot get, and the key will be location. If location is not null, that means location has some value. That means this map has some key called location. That means we need to get the products by location. So I can just return service dot get products by location, and location will be, otherwise we will get all the products. Let's run it. Let's go to products. These are all the products, and now get all the products by first drawer. These are all the products which are in first drawer. Okay, that is done. Now let's all the get all the products by text. Now for the text as well, we will do the same thing. So we use this mapping only. So now it will be, the request will be like this: get localhost products text. Text can be anything like drawer. So our map will have key as text, and its value will be drawer. So if we have already found location, we don't need to look for text. But if location is null, then we will search for text string text will dot get text. If text is not null, text is null, then return service dot get by text. Got this text here. So if location is null, we will reach here. If text is also null, then we will reach here. Both null means we don't have any query parameter, and in that case we will return all the products. Let's rerun it. Okay, so let's first get by location. So it's working. Now let's, instead of location, text. So the first drawer, it will work. Let's say drawer only. Then you can see we are getting all the products which are in first drawer, second drawer, fourth drawer, and we are getting a product where name is drawer keys. Name power bank, name here ID49, name drawer keys. That means we are doing search by text. Now let's remove everything. We are getting all the products working. Now get all products with expired warranty. Now we can do same thing. We can, in the query we can say warranty expired as anything like warranty expired, true or false. But let's create another endpoint instead of that. So request will be like this: get localhost 80 warranty expired. Let's say we want to map this request. Get mapping products expired and list of product get add warranty, and it won't take any parameter. It will just return service get product with expired warranty. Rerun the application. Okay, so in after products, let's add expired, and we can see we are getting all the products for which the warranty has been expired. So that being said, all the get requests are working, so we can remove this as well. But the last request which is remaining is adding a product. To add a product, we need to send all the attributes of product in request body, and for that we need to use post request. So get requests are only used when we don't change anything in the database. We send something and we receive something. In that case, we use get request. So we only send what we want to get. We don't send anything to add to the database or delete from database or update in the database. To add something to the database, we need a post request. So let's do that here. So in the controller, create another method called public. And let's say after adding product to the database, we want the user to know that what is the ID of the newly added product. So we will return the product, and this product will have ID as well. So I will say public product add new, and it will have product, and we can say return service dot add product, but service doesn't return anything. Return this, it will return product. By default, the JPA repository returns the entity after adding it to the database. We don't need to change anything in repository. In the repository, what we can change it, instead of @component, we can change it to @ so it's easy to read. So we will know that this class contains database operation because it's a repository. Otherwise, there is no difference between component, repository, and service annotations. That being said, now let's see what should be the URL. What will happen is that we will send request to post request to this URL. Let's say products. This will be the path, and we will send a JSON object containing attributes of the product like name, and it will be name of the product, type, and location, then warranty. So since it's a post request, it will be post mapping, products. Now how do we get this body of the request? So that we can get using @request body annotation. So we will give request body product. So whatever is the request body will be converted into product object, and then it will be passed to the service. Let's run it. Now to send post request, we cannot send post request from browser directly. So for that we can use some tool. We will use Postman here. So Postman is a tool using which we can send any type of request: get, post, put, patch, delete. We can send any type of request to our server, and it's very useful tool. So to install it, you can go to postman.com/downloads website, and you can download Postman for your operating system. I already downloaded it. I will open it. This is the Postman. I will screen. We need to send post request, and URL will be localhost 8080 products, and yeah, that's the URL. And we need to send body, and I will say row. This will be JSON. Okay, let's first name. Let's say we have extension board. Type is power, and location is let's say second drawer, and warranty is 2023 03, and send the request. We can see we are getting product back with ID 58, the name, type of, location, and warranty. Let's go to the database and get all the products. As we have 20 products, the last product has ID 58, extension board, our second drawer. Now let's run another get query. Get localhost products, and now we will say we want everything we want to search by text, and it's a drawer. Let's just send it, and we can see we have this product which is located in first drawer, second drawer, in fourth drawer, and fourth drawer, and this product has a drawer in its name, and we have this product as well, extension board. That means it's also working. So we can remove this as well from. We don't need product service in here, and we don't need to store this in a variable. That's it, and we can optimize the. Now one more thing, you see the request mappings in this product controller. Everything has products as prefix. Products. Here also we have products. Here also we have products. Here also we have products. So if every method has products as prefix, then what we can do is in the controller only we can say @request mapping, and we can say products, and then we can remove products from everywhere. And if it's empty string, we can remove this, and if there is nothing inside parenthesis, we can remove this, and then we can remove these products and slash both these products. This from here, can remove this product, and it's empty string, we can remove it, and if there is nothing inside parenthesis, we can remove it. So that should work fine. Now let's refresh. Okay, so let's run this request again. Here we can see we are getting by text Now let's, instead of text, let's get by location. So there is nothing in the drawer because there are first, second, fourth drawer. So it's a second drawer. These items are in second drawer. Let's get all the items. Products, get. These are all the items. So we are getting all the items here. Yeah, now let's get the, that means this get request, get mapping is working. I want all the product with expired warranty. Products, warranty, expired, and we are getting everything. Then we want to get product by name. So for that, let's say products, and then for example we want extension, and we are getting it. Now let's add a new product. New product I want to add is here. Instead of action, let's say Lenovo monitor. Type is display. It's located at brown table. Brown table. Let's add it. It has been added. And if we get all the products, it should be at the end. Here we can select. So it's working fine. So that's it for this video. In the next video, we may create a UI for this application where we can send requests from the UI. To create the UI, we might use some framework like Angular or React, and we will serve that application from this server only. So it won't be the case like on the one server our backend is running and on the other server our front end is running. It will be single server. That server only will serve the front end and will make request to the backend, but it will be the same server. So we might do that in the next video. I will put the link of source code in the description. Thank you everyone.